Hi there, how you doing? I'm here in my backyard, and do you notice anything different? There's a lot of work that's been done I'd like to show you. There's a lot more work that still needs to be done, but there's been a lot of progress over the weekend. Check it out. Ba-ba-da-ba! Look how everything looks. We've laid down some of the brick that are gonna lay there. Don't pay any attention to how uneven they are. We're gonna fix that. We fixed some center blocks, and then we've added some soil, but look how tall the sunflowers are. They're almost as tall as the greenhouse. We finally put down these bricks. We have to come back and level them out, but this is how they're gonna look. We're gonna add a couple more right here so we could just walk to the greenhouse. Most everything in the greenhouse is actually not doing well. There's no more vegetables. I just have these succulents that are actually kind of dry. I need to add some more water, but you can tell there's fresh green. So they're doing okay, but everything else either died because it got too hot, it's starting to flower, or I already planted it. Here's an angle from this direction. Moved a bunch of center blocks. Remember, there used to be a couple right here. Well, we moved some more in. That one's new. Those two were there. That one was there, and that one was right next to it. So we added a couple more, added some more soil. We need a lot more. I need a lot more soil in here and a lot more soil for here. And then I have some center blocks still that I need to move. But how massive the sunflowers are. Everything is doing so well. Let's get in close. I'll show you the squash. The squash I was actually thinking of planting and moving. I was actually thinking of moving them more alongside. So there'll be a couple here and then like a ring around so that they'll have more room if they do decide to send out some fruit. Oh, there's a little spider on there. What the heck? Sorry, did I disturb your home? And do you remember these ones? I actually did some research. So these are the beans, and if you look up, everything is trellising so well, which just means that it has decided and figured out how to vine up the sunflower. Can you see? It goes all the way up and it stops about right there, but they've figured out how to vine up themselves. A couple I had to help out, but even one over here I had to put in a stake, but they're vining up well. In the meantime, so these are gonna grow beans. There will be beans off of this one, right? But I did read, as long as they don't look like someone else was eating them, like clearly that looks cool, but a bug has been in here munching them. So if I found some like this that didn't maybe have so many holes or bite marks through them and they looked more clean, this one doesn't look too clean, I'm telling you here that you can actually eat these. As long as they're in good condition, you can eat the bean leaves. If you maybe pick them before anything gets to them, you can create like a stir fry, add them in with your vegetables. I've never actually tried it myself, but here I have so many, maybe I'll have to try it. What do you think? Would you ever try bean leaves? Would you ever try to eat those? Supposedly you can eat them raw, but they say to cook them. Here are the sunflowers. Do you see any flower? Any flowers yet? Nope, this one looks like it's getting close. Look real close in there. Maybe a spider lives in there too. So no flowers, but they're thinking about it. Back over here and show you the kale. The kale is actually doing really well. I was thinking of maybe moving some out and I didn't get to it yet. I don't think it's too late, but I might just try to cut some of the more funky looking leaves off so that it promotes better leaves. And then here, soon enough, I can actually try the kale. Would you taste some? Would you eat some of that? What would you try it with? I was thinking maybe a smoothie, if I don't like it in my salad. So something kind of bittersweet. Have you ever seen cilantro flowers? Look in there, there's multiple flowers that make up one flower. I hope you can see that. Peppers, I don't know, they're not looking great. So I'll keep you updated on the peppers. I think the things that are doing the best are kind of the herbs in here. Do you know what that is? You put with your pasta? Basil, it smells really good. Parsley is doing okay. I have one in here that's doing kind of the same thing as the cilantro, so that kind of sucks, but some of the other ones are still doing really well. I can eat those leaves. And then the lemon balm, it's just too crazy. Strawberries, I'm gonna have a little bit more fruit here probably by next week, as long as something doesn't come in and eat it. Some We're trying to grow, it looks like. Nobody better come eat my berries. Was that you? And then the oregano. Look how tall the oregano is now. No time, just oregano. Can you believe that? More of the strawberries. And then there's some of the celery is doing okay. Some of it's still trying, like this one's like really small. That one's really small. This one looks a little bit better, so we'll just have to wait and see for celery. You remember I have the onions or shallots. We're getting close to being able to determine what they are. But remember this plant here that I definitely thought was the marigold? We have a flower, and I was totally wrong. It's beautiful, but it's not a marigold. We have some more flowers that'll come in and bloom this beautiful purple bloom, but I wonder what it is or where it came from. It's kind of cool. The carrots have actually gotten pretty massive. There's only 3 in here. Can you believe that? There's only 3 because I picked up one just to see how they were looking, and it was a pretty sad looking carrot, and that was maybe a couple weeks ago. So let's actually just try to pick one up and see what it looks like, because remember I said you can't always judge a carrot by its tops. These tops look great. This is just one here, but when I picked up that other carrot, when I pulled it out, it was really small. So let's see how this one looks together. What do you think it's gonna look like? Oh, see? This one looks kind of weird, but it looks more like a carrot. That's exciting, at least. How many are on there? That's funny, and this one's kind of popped open. The other one was really only about that big, and it didn't have this part of the carrot. So this is kind of exciting. I'll have to try this one out and let you know how it is. Should we pick the other ones here? There's 2 in here. You see how massive these things are? Let's see. See, how weird. How weird. See what I meant about it's an experiment, and you can't always judge a carrot size off of its top, because this was a massive top. And how weird. I just don't understand. Let's check out number 3. How do you think it's gonna look? There's some orange, and this is how big that top is. Is it gonna be an actual carrot for our salad? Let's see what it does. What the heck is that? What is that? Does that look like a regular carrot you would eat? That looks like more roots. So that was a very interesting experiment for the carrots. I think I've only really gotten 1 full carrot out of 4 pieces. But look how big those leaves are. Look how many roots. This one ended up growing, but the main part of the carrot you want to eat is just 1 root. So what's the big idea here? Look at all these roots. How interesting. I don't know what the heck I did wrong, but this one looks like it was maybe trying to be a radish, not a carrot. How funny. Have you been helping out in the garden recently? What's been growing out in your yard? Is anything new? Well, enjoy your 4th of July. Any special plans? You got anything going on? Enjoy it, stay safe, and I hope you take care until we talk again soon. Bye-bye.